Hello. So I am going to walk you through how to submit your SLO assessments on Canvas. So I know you're very sad about it, but we no longer, as a campus, use Illumin. Now we use Insights, which is embedded into Canvas. So I'm going to show you how to do that. But gone are the days when your department coordinator could launch the SLO assessments for you, and all you need to do was go input the results. Now you have to launch your own assessment, but it's actually much easier than it was to even find the Illumina assessments and submit your scores. Okay, so I'm going to show you using my Canvas. All right, so here we are. All right, this is my dashboard for Canvas. And this semester, Comm Studies is evaluating our public speaking class. That is our primary SLO. So here we go. We're going to click on my public speaking class and up pops, the regular Canvas thing. Now, the first thing I need to do is make sure that my SLO assessment rubric exists in Canvas, because sometimes it doesn't. And so, step one, making insights visible. So this over here that I am scrolling up and down, that is the Canvas navigation pane. And when you set up your class, you often select what students will view or not view over here. So you are looking for insights right there, insights. And it can't have one of these little no eyeballs next to it. It has to be available. Now, just like submit grades, just because it's over here does not mean students can see it. They cannot see either of these two things. So, but let's say it's not there. Like you're looking down your navigation pane, it's not there. Tony, where is it? How do I go find it? So we scroll all the way to the bottom of the navigation pane and we click on settings. All right. Once we get to settings, we are going to click navigation. All right, navigation is where you can drag and drop items in order to create this stuff over here. All right, so it allows you to pick what your students are going to see. All right, and insights is somewhere down here in your hidden items from students. And you're just going to drag it up, right? So it's here, down here, you're going to find it, and then you're going to drag it up. All right. And then this is important. You got to scroll all the way to the bottom and click save. If you don't click save, you did nothing. It's like it didn't happen. Okay, excellent. So that's step one, making insights visible. Step two, making sure the SLOs are connected to your class. All right, so we're just double checking. We're making sure that the SLOs are actually in here because there's definitely been a lot of growing pains in the transition, and they're frankly not always in here. All right, back to our navigation pane. So we're going to check the SLOs by first looking for outcomes. Outcomes. We're going to click on outcomes. Yay! Over here should be your course. Look at that. So, all right, here we are. This is the all of the SLOs associated with my COM 1000 class, with all the departments COM 1000 classes. Now, as you scroll down here, you should see, right, your SLOs listed along with every SLO from, Christmas past. Um, but you're really just looking to make sure the SLO for your courses are here and listed. And just to make sure the evaluation mechanism, the assessment is correct, we're going to click the little caret and up it comes. Look. So this is the SLO, Report Reduction and Communication Apprehension. And then, as you can see, these are the options. All right, now, Canvas doesn't tell you how you are assessing. That is up to your department. So if you don't know how you're assessing or which assignment you're supposed to be using to, to assess, please contact your department coordinator. All right, but there's mine and it's all in. Now, what if it's not there though? What if I come to outcomes and there's nothing here? All right, so you're going to email 3 people at the same time, your department coordinator, me, Tony Nielsen, all right, which is T Nielsen at Full Call, and George Bonnard. That's GBONNARD at fullcall.edu. All right, now please double check all of step 2 before you email George, because we don't want George fielding a bunch of, hey, I just couldn't find this emails. All right, if you can't find it, but other people in your department have access to it, please contact your department coordinator and get some help. And then from there, your department coordinator will know if it needs to escalate to George. Step 3. All right, so now I know it's here. Now it's time for me to add it to an assignment. Now, you don't have to add it to an assignment. You can just make a rubric for it, but it's helpful if you attach it to whatever it is that you're assessing. All right, so now we're going to add it to an assignment. So I'm going to go to my assignments in the navigation pane here. We're navigation paning all the way to assignments. Okay. And I'm going to find the assignment that my assessment is attached to. All right, my assessment is attached to the reflection portfolio. Okay, so I'm going to click on my assignment now. All right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a rubric to it. All right, here we go. I'm going to add a rubric, and I want to click Find a Rubric, I think. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to click Find a Rubric. I want to click Find Outcome. All right, look at that. The correct answer has arrived. All right, so I clicked Find Outcomes, as you can see right up here. And then I'm just going to go down and select my CSLO. There it is. Okay. And then I am going to import it. All right, so now it is part of my rubric, just like that. All right, and you can make it worth 0 points, or it doesn't really matter. All right, let's say I already have a rubric though. All right, and I want to add it to my assignment because I have a rubric. Okay, so I'm going to go find my rubric now for my assignment, which is right here. All right. And then I'm going to say use this rubric. And when I do, it's like, oh, but where did insights go, right? That's fair. Where did insights go? All right, well, let's fix it. If you already have a rubric created for the assignment, you just click on the little pencil, go down to find outcome, and bang, it's right there. Now I can import it, and it's going to show up at the bottom of my assignment. There you go. All right. Remember, this part will not show to your students. Excellent. And then, of course, you have to make sure you save because it is what it is. Okay. So now you've added the SLO assessment to your rubric. And now we're moving to the last step. All right. The last step is reflection. How do I do the reflection part? It's a good question. All right. So I'm going to send everybody that's creating SLOs in Canvas so that you can follow along while you listen to my instruction. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to click on grades, and then we're going to click on Learning Mastery Gradebook. Okay, here we go. So we're going back. Click on my grades. All right. Now, all right, there it is. Right there to gradebook, you click the little caret and the drop down pops up and there's Learning Mastery Gradebook. All right, and as you can see, here is your SLO. Here's your SLO. The next part we click on is Utilize Insights. All right. And here we are. It's going to take us here. It's going to show us who, what percentage achieved mastery and, all the things here. And then right here, it says reflection. And then you just click add reflection. And this is where you answer the two core questions of all reflection, right? What are the most important findings in the assessment? How did the results compare to previous assessments, like when you've ran it in previous semesters? What improvement measures will be used to address the needs and issues revealed by your assessment? How will you implement these measures? And what are the expected outcomes of new measures? Same thing as always. Don't worry about it. The admin can't see your reflections. All right. This is between you and Insights. Okay. And then you click Save and you're done. And just like that, you have completed your SLOs. Congratulations. All right. So I walked you through the first step, which is making sure Insights is visible in your Canvas course. The second step, which is checking to make sure that the SLOs are actually connected to your course, right? And that was by clicking on Outcomes, and then the drop-down caret that shows the SLO assessment so that you know you have the right one. All right. I showed you how to add that outcome to an assignment in the form of a rubric, all right, by clicking Find Outcomes and then adding it to an assignment. All right, remember, students can't see it. If you already have a rubric, you edit the rubric and again, select Find Outcome and just add it right to it. Then the last thing that we did was we found the reflection by going to Gradebook, selecting the little caret, Gradebook Mastery, and then from Gradebook Mastery or Learning Mastery Gradebook, we clicked on Utilize Insights, and then we added our reflection by clicking Add Reflection and saving. And that's it. That's the whole process. And then your SLOs are done. You can go on living your life and doing other things. All right, I hope that was helpful. And like I said, I'll send you the guide along with this video.